Hello guys. So this is gonna be a video recording on how I got from my past where I was chubby and overweight to how I got to looking how I look like right now, my physique, my current physique. So I'm gonna be going through a whole bunch of different pictures. I'm recording this one on my computer because the last video that I had that had like over 200 something views, I did on my computer, got the most views out of anything I've ever recorded. So I thought it'd be cool if I did another video like this where I'm just talking to the camera and it's just me here talking to the camera. So I want to start off story. So in about I think it was about 2020, and I'm probably gonna have like pictures playing around here. Like you'll see pictures as I pop up, or like my face might go out of the camera, and you'll just see the picture of the time because I take pictures. I'm very important whenever you're working out or whenever you're setting fitness goals. Write it down, take pictures, record what you're doing, so you can look at it, over a long time span, because you're not going to see the difference from day to day. So you're going to see the difference from year to year or month to month. It's not quick when you're working out. So no matter what you do, I just want to clarify that it's going to take time. So my point, I want to show you what I did, so you guys can do it too, because I'm sure you guys can. Most people can get really good looking physique with consistency, hard work, and just sticking to the game plan. So as you're gonna see here, somewhere here, I was really overweight. I was probably like around 4'11, 4'10, and I was about, I'd guess, 140 pounds. I had it written down, 140 pounds, which is really overweight for someone who's that short. So it was not good. And over some period of time, I was like, I'm obese, I'm overweight, I can't be doing this anymore. So I decided I was gonna focus, start working out, and I did. I started working out, and you're gonna see after, I think it was I did always stick mainly to calisthenics, but I've implemented weight, especially over the last few years. But you can see in my picture somewhere here, how overweight I was and how I slowly, now you're gonna see soon, then I went skip. I didn't really take too many pictures. I'm being honest. For like the first 3 years, which was a big mistake. I should have taken pictures. I took a few pictures, but they're not really no worthy, any of those pictures. It's just me going from overweight, and I got a big growth spurt. So I went from like 4'10" to right now my current height, where I'm like 5'7", 5'6". Some days I'm 5'7", some days I'm 5'6". I go between up and down. So I went and I grew a lot over that time period, and I leaned out. I got down to, I think, 117 on my lowest. I think it was about, so that was 2020. The picture that you saw, that was when I was overweight. I got to my lowest weight ever. I think it was 2022. I think so. And I was at about 117, 115. So I was 5'7", 115, 117. I was really skinny. It's not good. And because I was just trying to lose the body fat because I was overweight. I didn't want fat anymore, get higher up, get taller, help lose body fat. I didn't want to be fat. I really just stopped. I ate a lot less than I should have. I didn't really know how to do a diet. I wasn't really too strict on that. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just thought I just ate less until I saw the scale go down, and then I saw my face look better. I wasn't obese. I didn't have like the big puffy cheeks that I said that I had. Was not good. So then, and by the way, if it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, I'm trying to look. I have like the little camera lens thing here, right under, I mean, right above my picture. So I'm just looking at myself, staring at my face. And I want to make sure everything's recording good because I had a few issues when I was testing this before. So let's keep on going. I didn't know what I was doing. I just lost a lot of weight, probably lost a lot of muscle because I was training for like 2 years to then just lose all this weight. I went down like 23 pounds. So tiny, it's just been growing. I might have stunted my growth. I don't know. That's what some people think, some of my family members think, 'cause I didn't eat anything. I just dropped a whole bunch of weight right while I was growing. And then afterwards, I decided I'm gonna go, on a bulking period, or I'm just gonna eat more and just increase weight, get bigger. And you know what? It actually worked for a little bit. So I just ate a whole bunch of food, just worked out. I mean, it was only like my second or third year of training. So I still had like, newbie gains. People say it's like the first year. And yes, the most newbie gains you'll experience, the biggest changes you'll experience are between like the first year. But especially if you're not eating right and you're not eating anything and you're eating really low amounts of protein, you can, and it's still, even the third year, you can experience way more gains than most people will. Because most people, most serious trainers or lifters or whatever, have been already training for 8 years. And at that point, you're not going to see a big difference compared to the second year to the third year. Second year to third year is a big difference. And you can see that actually looks much better. I think I'm gonna have to find a picture of when I was 117 or somewhere around there to show you guys. I probably don't have any pictures of me shirtless like that, but find something. And then I got to 140-ish, which I'm gonna show you guys here somewhere. You're gonna see I'm like 140-ish, which I mean I look pretty good, I think. Above average physique, I'd say, compared to what most people have. And this was like probably 2 years ago. And then, like I said, I was just bulking, so I just continued bulking, continued bulking, continued bulking. And after like another 6, 8 months of bulking, I realized I was getting fat. So I tried to like control the bulk a little bit. So I was like, instead of just eating whatever, and I got to like 150. And I was like, I'm just gonna gain like a pound and a half a month. And I'm just gonna weigh myself until I make sure I eat 1.5 pounds a month. So I'd go through the whole month, and then like maybe like the last day I'd just eat a whole bunch to get to the 1.5 pounds. Just like you gotta spread it out a little bit more. And it's good that I was weighing myself, but like, these are things that I learned along the way. Uh, Working, trying to get my physique better, trying to training improved. I had more. Actually, I started training legs. I didn't train legs. I didn't train legs till about a year ago, a year and a few months ago. So my legs were really, really lacking. It was just pure upper body. I was just strong, ripped. Well, not ripped, but like pretty big upper body, and then I had like tiny legs, tiny chicken legs, and now they're much better. But that's because I've been training them. So you can see that now over this period of me bulking, I'm just starting to get fat. I get to 150, like I said, then I get to 160, then 170 at my max, and this is horrible. I look fat. It's not good. And then that's when I start my current cut that I'm on right now, which is really good. And I'm cutting down. So I'm cutting down from 170, and then you can see the picture. So I cut down 170. I'll probably have like a picture here of me at 170. And I cut down to 165. I'm gonna try to find a picture of me at 165. Hope I have pictures of all of this because I take a lot of pictures. It's really important to document your progress. It really helps. And like I write down notes. I have a notebook here. It's my all-purpose notebook. I write down my goals. I write down my fitness, my workouts. I have a bunch of these notebooks. I'm telling you, these notebooks come in very useful. It might seem like bad idea, or not a bad idea. It might seem like a waste of time, but I guarantee you, if you write down your goal, you say, I'm going to gain this much weight, work out this many times, by this amount of time, you're way more likely to do it than if you don't write it down because you have a plan. Most people just go to the gym and they're like, I'm just going to lift. That's not going to work. You want to have a plan. You want to have it organized. You want to do some research before, watch some of my videos, or watch some other people's videos, get educated, learn, and then you keep on working out, working on your goals, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster, whatever your fitness goals are. So yeah, like you see, I think I said I was at 160, then 155, and now I was like 155. Man, I'm actually starting to get a little bit lean. I thought I was just overweight. I'm starting to see some of the muscle that I built over the few years, and then I get down to 150, and then 145, and my current weight is almost about 140 in the morning. And this is all morning weight because after I eat, I eat a lot of low calorie foods. I bulk up like crazy, and I gain like 5-6 pounds by the end of the day. And then at the nighttime, I wake up, use the toilet when I wake up in the morning. It's horrible. It's not horrible, but like it's big. I used a lot of. It's not good because when you eat a lot of low calorie foods, you have your body's just trying to get rid of it, because it doesn't need it anymore. So it's just processing it. So you're using the toilet a little bit. But if anything, it's a good thing. All people, have constipation issues and whatever. I use the bathroom like twice a day, and that's all right. So you'll see that over the last, I think it's 2 years, because I think the 2023 one where I was 140, yeah, you saw the beginning. I haven't gained weight. If you look at me from there, that's the same weight, but you'll see I'm way, 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 way leaner. So I gained a lot of muscle over the last 2 years of training, which if I didn't, I'd be kind of sad. Because 2 years, man, you got to gain some muscle. So you'll see the difference, and you'll see it's slow. You're not going to get anything super crazy, but I'd say I don't really have crazy, crazy genetics. I have pretty decent genetics. So even an average person, if they train 8-10 years, they're going to look real good. Trust me. If not, it, it's just consistency, sticking to it, writing down your plan, do it on the side. If you're working, you have a job, do it when you have some free time from work, 30, 40 minutes a day. That's all it takes. 3 times, 4 times a week, tops. Do it for a few years, you'll see a difference. Same thing if you're younger, especially if you're younger, you'll see a bigger difference, much, much bigger difference. People who work out when they're younger get way better results over the long term because they have so many more years to grow. And you'll see like your growth kind of slows down quite a bit. But as long as you're under the age of 30, I'd say every year you should be expecting to at least gain 2 to 3 pounds of muscle, at least minimum. So I'm like, let's say right now, let's say you're 15 years old, or let's say you're 16 years old. 16. If we get you have already trained 10 years since you're 6 years old, and now you're 16. You're 16. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm good at your ribs. You're shredded. You weigh 145, ribs shredded, 8% body fat. You're like, man, I look pretty good. Now think about it this way: someone who's been training, started training when they're 20, got to 30, they look the same as you. But now you have an extra 10 years of 2 to 3 pound growth, which won't be like the first year or the first 2 years where you're getting, I don't know how many pounds. You're getting like 8 pounds, 10 pounds of muscle growth, which is crazy. But that's how you get like the first year, 2 years, 3 years. That works. Now, if 16 to 26, you're gonna be crazy. You're gonna be like 165, 170, ripped, shredded, bodybuilder lean. It's gonna be crazy. That's why it depends too on your genetics. You might never get there, but most people have way more potential than what they actually think they do. So my goals right now are, so you after you see the pictures, you've seen my progress, to get down to 135. I've leaned up a lot, and you can see too in your face. Your face leans up. It's like the first thing you notice. Like, face looks so much better than it did. Like, because my leaning, my cut actually, it's been about since May of last year. I'm recording this February, so this was about 9 months so far, and it's probably gonna be about. It's almost gonna be a year. A year. Think about that. Almost a year to lose 35 pounds. So it's been very slow, steady to make sure I only lose body fat. If I cut too quick, you'll lose muscle. That's not good. So I want to get to 135. That's my goal. And then the next year, my goal is to get to 145, and then 155, and then 165, and then cut back down to like 150. You're gonna see. So I'm gonna get bulk up, cut, and the cut is probably gonna take about a year. The bulking up here is probably gonna take about 3 years. It takes longer to build muscle than it takes to lose fat. Fat's way easier to lose than to build muscle. So it's going to be slow, progressive growth. And I expect, since I'm younger, I'm 16, I can probably make way more gains in the future. I have so much gain potential left in me. So I'm saying, even though right now, if I get to 135, ripped, shredded, way leaner, even leaner than I am right now, because I'm probably like right now, I don't know, 12, 11% body fat. If I lose another 5 pounds, probably maybe 8% body fat. I'm going to be like, 26 or 30, I'm going to be like 165, 8% body fat, 170, 8% body fat, or even like maybe 160, 5% body fat, ripped, shredded, bodybuilder lean. And I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'6", 5'7", so it'll look pretty good, I'd say, at that age. So it's all about consistency, sticking to it. I hope you've learned something new from listening to me monologuing on my fitness journey. If you guys want to see anything new, let me know. I'll be open to doing pretty much anything. I'm trying to figure new things out, new content to make, new videos to make, to upload. So yeah, please let me know anything you guys want to know. Anything you guys want to learn about fitness, diet, working out, how to organize your plans. I did a video on that. It was like my first video ever. I mean, if you want me to redo something like that, go back, redo an old video. Anything, guys. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something new. And I'll start ending the video. Bye-bye, guys.